The big story that we continue to track right now, the political face-off in Uttar Pradesh after UP government accepted Congress's offer for 1,000 buses to ferry migrants to their native places and asked for a list of the buses. Now, the list was late, but it was provided, and now it has been confirmed with the Transport Department in Uttar Pradesh that out of the 1,000 plus vehicles mentioned in the list, many are not buses at all, and others are invalid for thoroughfare. Republic has accessed this internal communication between UP Police and the Transport Department, where the latter has put it on record that out of 1049 buses, only 879 are buses, others are three-wheelers, or there are several vehicles that are invalid for various reasons. Now, the entire face-off is over migrant labourers, of course, wanting to return back to Uttar Pradesh. As far as train travel is concerned, UP has already had the maximum number of Shramik trains bring back thousands of labourers back to the state of Uttar Pradesh. In fact, it was the first one that started on this as well. Let's go across to one of the borders of Uttar Pradesh, where my colleague Amit Bhardwaj is joining us. Amit, the face-off over migrants continues to escalate. Now, you're monitoring the situation at one such border area. Give us a sense of what you're witnessing. What are the arrangements that have been made by the UP government? Because the Congress continues to allege that this is not enough.
See, I'm standing here on UP and Rajasthan border. Ex-CLP leader Pradeep Bathur is with me. So let's get a quick reaction from him. Pradeep ji, we were here and the road being blocked here.
It's very unfortunate. Since morning we are waiting for the clearance of UP government to move 500 buses, which the Priyanka Gandhi ji has given 1,000 buses at the cost of the Congress, and the Congress is interested in deploying these migrant workers to the different places wherever they are wanting to go. But very unfortunately, on one side the BJP is government to seek the help of the Congress.
UP
on
government,
the other side, they are not giving the permission.
Said that the list being provided by you, 1,096 vehicle, there are 800 and something. There are buses. Others are the different vehicles which are not allowed for the thoroughfare.
Here we have already provided the documents. All RCs and everything is being given in the morning. You can count the buses. Here the 800 buses are standing here, which have to be moved to the different destination. We are going to give it to the Noida and to Ghaziabad. The Rajasthan, only two ways are there to go to UP. One is from Fatehpur Sikri and another is via Mathura.
But that was an official communication with the UP government, and then they officially revert back on that communication that they have checked the numbers of vehicles.
Actually, the point is that these buses are...
we have also counted, there are 410 buses.
It cannot be given immediately. In the night at 12 o'clock they are saying, give us the buses list. We have tried our level best to provide the numbers and the names of the driver. Then we cross-check. Rajasthan machinery of the Congress get activated. Everything was ready by 1 o'clock. Buses are standing, the documents are ready, but nobody is there. We are talking to the SSP Agra, DM Agra, but they are not at all responding. You can see instead of giving cooperation, they are just fighting with us, they are quarreling with us, they are not responding at all.
But what exactly the situation was? We have also witnessed here, you know, the corona pandemic is going on. There were no social distancing, you know, that's on the record.
Whenever it is when somebody gets aggressive, because since morning we are getting it done. We have to be habitual, it will take time. Otherwise it is India, you can see what kind of crowd has come into Mumbai, what kind of crowd is standing at Ghaziabad for sending these migrants by railway. There was a crowd. But when this kind of a thing that you are not permitting buses to move, then definitely there will be a retaliation. Since morning we are waiting and they are not permitting buses to go. It is not gimmick. You can count the buses that are standing.
Yes, we have counted. There are 412 buses. We have counted from the start. The other buses are also coming that we have shown on the camera. So I'm going to show you the situation here. Here is the UP UP police standing here, and the other side is the Rajasthan police. They have the Congress was sitting here because they claim that they've been not allowed to send their buses, but there is a communication gap somewhere. So this is the real situation now. Earlier this road been blocked, but now with the intervention of police, this road been opened now. This is a high. Shown you the Ajay Kumar, the senior leader of Congress, he was here. Pradeep Mathur was here, whom we've spoken to. So this is the situation now. The UP police is standing here, and the other side.
Amit, very quickly, I just want to check with you how many such buses do you
there are 400
see standing there that the Congress alleges is not being allowed inside Uttar Pradesh? How many buses do you see?
So there are 412 buses, and they're also saying, they're claiming that other buses are also coming. That we have shown a visual. We have the visual where we have counted those buses. So this is a number of now the number of the buses are 412, and 12 buses came in front of us when we started counting that buses. Yes.
Okay. All right. So clearly, this is a situation that could have been avoided. A lot of politics has been played on the entire situation. Now, of course, the Congress is trying to allege that the UP government is not actually allowing these buses coming from Rajasthan into Uttar Pradesh. We'll leave it at that. Amit, thanks a lot for joining us for the meantime. But let's also listen in on how minister after minister has actually come out, lashing out at the Congress party for the faulty list that was provided to the UP government.
उत्तर प्रदेश में किसी प्रकार की कोई कमी नहीं रही है और ना ही उत्तर प्रदेश को किसी की सहायता की आवश्यकता आ पड़ी है, क्योंकि हमारे मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ जी ने पहले से ही एक वृहद पैमाने पर व्यवस्था उत्तर प्रदेश में करके रखी थी। कांग्रेस महामारी के इस विकट संकट में भी अपने आचरण से वो बाज नहीं आ रही है। मिथ्या वर्णन करना, झूठे दावे करना, लोगों को गुमराह करना, प्रवासी श्रमिकों की भावनाओं से खेलना, उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार को अनर्गल प्रलाप करके दुष्प्रचारित करने का षड्यंत्र रचना, ये केवल कांग्रेस के बड़े नेताओं का और विपक्ष के कुछ बड़े नेताओं का काम रह गया है। कायदे से तो महामारी के संक्रमण काल में सभी को सरकार की सहायता में आगे खड़े होना चाहिए था। मिलजुल कर कार्य करने की प्रवृत्ति में सरकार के सकारात्मक कार्यों के प्रति अपनी सहमति दिखानी चाहिए, लेकिन उन्होंने गुमराह करने का काम किया। और आज जानकर ताज्जुब तो तब हुआ जब धपोल संघ की घोषणा के अंतर्गत उनके कपोल कल्पित लिस्टों में नाम आए। कहीं पर ऑटो रिक्शा दिखाई पड़ा, तो कहीं पर कोई बजाज ऑटो का वाहन दिखाई पड़ा, तिपहिया वाहन, तो कहीं पर एम्बुलेंस दिखाई पड़ा, तो कहीं मालवाहक गाड़ी दिखाई पड़ी, तो कहीं स्कूटर दिखाई पड़ा। ये खिलवाड़ नहीं तो और क्या है? आप इन सूची से आप स्कूटर से सबको लेकर आएंगे क्या? ई रिक्शा से आप लेकर आएंगे क्या? आप एम्बुलेंस से सारे लोगों को भरकर लेके चले आएंगे क्या? इस प्रकार का दुर्भावनापूर्ण और धोखाधड़ी का काम जानबूझकर उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार को भ्रम में डालने का षड्यंत्र, ये कांग्रेस को शोभा नहीं देता।